swinging away. Joe Root didn't go with hard hands as you would expect if you watched him over the years. He did have a small little flirt with it. Luckily for him, it went along the ground. Good bowling from Smith again. He's getting the ball to talk here. The cloud cover helping him as well.
And away again, this time to the right-hand side of backward point. This time it won't go to the fence, it'll just be a couple. 74 for 2.
He stood on off stump, and the ball started on the 4th stump, which pretty much tells you that you don't want to be playing at that. Pretty much caught on the crease and just hands going further out. If you're playing in England, that's something you've got to be very aware of. How far out you want to be playing. Just have a look at Jacob Bethelier. As he walks away, gestures with his bottom hand that should have been ideally leaving it. And that's right. That's exactly what he should have done.
I briefly had real trouble with Glenn McGrath coming round the wicket and doing that, nipping it away. What I really should have done, personally, I should have batted further across on off stump and then just left everything. Now, a modern player plays very differently than back then, which is they will try and put bat to ball. But I managed to do that in a county game against him with some success. That was after I'd gone away and thought about it. But I would have gone the other way, gone further, and then just left everything outside the line of my left eye.
No!
But it is such a challenge, isn't it, for left-handers with that angle. Round the wicket, nipping it away, which is not what Fisher did in the start of the Test match. He was around the wicket and tried to swing it back in.
And the tougher skill is obviously if somebody's bowling around the wicket and taking it away from you, which is what exactly Nathan Smith did. As you can see, the shiny side on the inside telling you he's looking to get the ball away consistently. Now, the thumb rule for batters is as a left-hander, it's your left eye. Anything outside your left eye basically means you should be leaving it alone. That's where you want your off stump to be. Similarly, for the right-hander, it's the right eye. And that's how, as you grow up through the ranks, the coaches will tell you that.
Hi.
Willow Rook has bowled quite well here. And you can see he's a lot more comfortable bowling to the left-handers. But what he's done so far is obviously from short of length, he's got the ball moving away. But when he's bowled full, he's been outside off. He needs to be slightly tighter and on the stumps. That's when he'll get Emilio Gay looking to play at it. So far, anything slightly short, he's been happy to leave it. And he's got the odd bouncer going. To try and get Emilio Gay driving, he needs to be slightly fuller on and around 4th stump. So far, he's been around the 6th, 7th stump.
Glided. Was off the full face of the bat, but it's a moral victory for Will O'Rourke. Another boundary, though, for Emilio Gay. You wanted to bowl a tighter line. Can you help him do that with the field change as a captain?
In all honesty, yes, you can, but at this level, you need to be having the same field, 3 slips a gully, and still be able to adjust your line. The field shouldn't warrant it at this stage. There's enough in the pitch, it's swinging, the odd ball is seaming, and you want to put pressure on the batter. You're looking for that outside edge, so you need those 3 slips. You don't want to be moving anybody.
No!
I'm impressed with Emilio Gay's mental application. Small sample size, he got a beauty in the first innings at Lord's. What conditions to make your Test debut in as an opening batsman. Very bowler-friendly pitch, heavy overhead conditions, but his 57 in the second innings was superbly compiled and was probably worth double. So far, he's applied himself with a real steely gaze. $79 for 2. The Sylvester Clark bar up there, beautiful view over the cricket in this famous old ground. Butchers shouting rum only. You can get a few beers up there if you want as well. Now, he was quick. To the top left, next to those Kia signs, is the Thorpe Bar. We'll be bringing the show on air from there tomorrow in that top room. Beneath it, the Mark Butcher Bar. Any beverages consumed.
It's interesting, he's bowled a similar set of 2 to Gay here. The first one around the 4th stump, and the next one he just teased him slightly wider. Gay being very clever and letting it pass. And when Jacob Bethel looks at this replay, he'd be thinking, I should have probably done the same. So far, Emilio Gay has come across like a real old school opener. Plays tight, plays within his body. Nothing flamboyant about him for sure. And you can see he's not going to be the most free-flowing batter, but one hole cuts it out.
I think that's what's been so impressive about him. He has the ability to be free-flowing, but he read the circumstances and condition really well at Lords. I think with the challenges that this New Zealand attack is posing, he's applying himself admirably now. That's gone a long way after the bat and a bit before it. Keeping in the UK, DK, don't you love it?
I was just going to say it's hard work. So far Blundell has been good, but I can promise you he'd find probably Nathan Smith the toughest, because the ball is coming out very nicely from his hand. This one probably too exaggerated, hit a crack or probably something like that and moved away, but you can see he's in good rhythm right now. He's running in hard, he's releasing the ball quite well.
Knows this ground a bit, Nathan Smith. A bit of a stint with Surrey.
Again, a very good lead by Emilio Gay. That was slightly fuller, a bit closer as well. Probably a little more akin to what Bethel got. Almost just playing around the 4th stump. Anything outside, he's leaving it. It's good batting from Gay. Old school.
Patience has been rewarded from Emilio Gay. Smith goes in a bit straighter and he's clipped that beautifully through straight mid-wicket. 83 for 2, Nasser.
Yeah, when England fans first saw Will O'Rourke in 2024 in New Zealand, comparisons were made to Steve Harmison. And more recently, it has been to Morné Morkel, and you can see why. This was Will O'Rourke, the last ball before drinks, and that reminded us of Morné Morkel. Angle in, move away, and bounce from fairly full length. Go back to Morné Morkel. No apologies to Andrew Strauss. He kept getting him out with that sort of delivery. Back of a length, angle in, nip away. Left-hander feeling that he has to play at it, and he had Strauss's number so many times, just coming round the wicket. Very difficult to line up. He's got the challenge of having Root there now on strike, but the battle between Will O'Rourke and Emilio Gay is a fascinating one. Yeah, and his stats, I'm talking about Morné Morkel, 86 tests, 309 test wickets, and against left-handed batters he averaged 25. Really good, if not great, fast bowler Morné Morkel, who famously walked off to the groundsman's shed on this ground. Actually, didn't work his way back. He ended up, he thought that was the dressing room, and he walked off in that direction once on this ground when he was out, much to the amusement of everyone here and his teammates.
Lavish movement. Come off the pads of Joe Root, gone away for 4-leg byes. Well, you said you weren't going to do that, Morné Morkel, walk into the groundsman's shed.
We do it every time.
Well, we do your
here,
dismissal of Carl Hooper every year, and you begged us not to do that, and yet you stuffed Morné.
He had a giggle at the end, and so did his teammates up in the dressing room. But he was a serious fast bowler, and Will O'Rourke definitely reminds me of Morné Morkel.
Yeah, I agree. More so than Harmison. Definitely a bit of Morné Morkel. Dangerous bowler. Hasn't got the right line yet to Joe Root.
I spoke about Andrew Strauss, and from India it was Gautam Gambhir. He just didn't understand how to play Morné Morkel. Never. I reckon that fear is still there. That's why he's keeping him close as the bowling coach of the Indian team. He just rates him so highly. I remember he picked him at KKR, and today he's with the Indian team, and he rates him as one of the toughest bowlers that he's probably faced.
Yeah.
Good passage of play here from the bowlers, Will O'Rourke and Nathan Smith. But this is what Nathan Smith did to Bethel. Bethel was good enough to be leaving around the fourth stump, disciplined enough, was waiting there. And this is the beauty of Test cricket. One error in judgment, and that's exactly what he did this ball. Flirted at it instead of just allowing it to go, and that's all it took. It wasn't the easiest, or rather the toughest ball to play. He's left tougher deliveries closer to him, but this one, for some strange reason, decided to play at it, probably because it was slightly fuller, and that's all it took.
It's an excellent illustration. It is just so fine margins, isn't it, at this level?
As you'd ask any batter, the fuller it is, you tend to go at the ball. If it's slightly shorter, you allow it to come to you, so you have more time to judge. The moment it's slightly fuller, you almost go at it, and that's exactly what happened with Jacob Bethel. So far, Emilio Gay has done it quite nicely. He's almost leaving it on line more than length.
.88 for 2.